Quick check of today's business news now, joined by a chief market strategist at InvestSMART, Evan Lucas. Evan, good to see you. So what could threaten to break out in today's inflation read?
So looking at what we're expecting today, Pete, it's all around services and whether or not the services outbreak that we've been fearing could actually happen. Expectations is for our month-on-month gauge to come in at 5.2%, looking very clearly at things like insurances, rents, and also general services overall. They're still not showing any signs of slowing down.
Okay, everyone is holding their breath ahead of the US inflation read tonight, Evan. So what are the risks for the US here?
Similar to us. The one they were actually highlighting is that it's just been through their summer period, particularly their peak sort of holiday period. So what they're watching is things like hotels, airline tickets, overall travel costs. They actually now expect US inflation to jump up by 0.3% year on year, so from 3% to 3.3%. All of that's what the risk is around this whole sort of argument and the sticky inflation idea that maybe underlying core inflation, although it's moderating, won't be as fast as expected. So that is the next part of this equation, and why tonight's US data is probably the most important data of August. It will give us a very clear indication if the Fed will go again sometime in 2023.
Okay, CBA got all the headlines yesterday, Evan. The reporting season rolls on. Is CBA going to be topped?
So it won't be topped. I mean, yesterday was incredible with those numbers that you're talking about. It's more, today there's probably three to have a look at, and that is, the first one is AGL. And the reason AGL is interesting, we know what's going on with their board around the changes that have happened under Mike Cannon-Brookes, but also they're going to come out with costings around how much transition is going to cost. And that, I think, is going to be quite politically interesting. You then have AMP, and you've also got QBE. Yesterday, what was probably lost was Suncorp's their insurance data was incredible. It went from about $146 million to 755 over the calendar year. So watch AMP and also what comes out with QBE around the insurance numbers. We know from inflation it's rapidly moved up. Are they going to tell us the same thing as what we saw from Suncorp yesterday?